2 years ago, I had $47 in my checking account and a bag of instant ramen that I was rationing like it was the last food on earth. Today, I'm going to show you my actual bank statement because last month, this account made $10,240 while I was still a full-time college student, while I still had 8 a.m. classes, while my roommates were asking me to Venmo them $12 for pizza. I'm not going to sell you a course. I'm not going to tell you to manifest abundance. I'm going to show you the exact 5 things I did, in order, with real numbers, real screenshots, and real proof, so that by the end of this video, you have an actual blueprint, not motivation. But first, let me tell you why almost everything the internet has told you about making money as a student is a lie. Stay till the end, because number 4 is the one that actually changed my life. And I'm giving away my exact template for free. Let's get into it. Section 1. The lie you've been sold. If you've ever typed how to make money as a student into TikTok, you've seen it. Get paid to watch Netflix. Get paid to text lonely men. Make $500 a day doing nothing. Here's your reality check, and nobody is going to give you this one for free. Reality check number 1. If someone tells you that you can make 5 figures a month doing 15 minutes of easy work, they are lying to your face. And even in the rare case it's technically true, understand this. By the time that secret reaches a viral TikTok with 3 million views, 1 million other broke students already tried it before you. The window closed before you even knew it existed. Reality check number 2. When a creator flexes a screenshot of $40,000 this month and then says, "Link in bio to learn how," I need you to understand something. Most of the time, they made that money selling you the course, not doing the thing the course teaches. The product isn't the strategy. The product is you. So here's my promise. Everything in this video is something I have personally done, with numbers I can show you, and methods that don't require you to buy anything from me. 5 methods, real ones. Let's start with the one that's the most flexible for a student's schedule. Section 2. Freelancing. Your skills are worth more than you think. Freelancing is simple. You're selling a skill on your own terms. You choose your hours, your clients, your rate, and yes, you can do it in your pajamas at 11 p.m. between study sessions. The best part for a student specifically, because you set your own hours, it doesn't have to touch your GPA. I have a friend, let's call him Marcus, a full-time computer science student who does freelance copywriting on the side. He charges $1,200 per project. One project. That's basically a month of rent in most college towns, done in his spare time. Now, here's where people get stuck. But I don't have a marketable skill. Yes, you do. Let me prove it to you. Are you on social media constantly? Congratulations, you already understand content. YouTubers need script writers, thumbnail designers, personal assistants for email and PR, and researchers for niche topics. TikTok creators need people to build weekly content calendars with trending sounds attached. If you're scrolling TikTok for 3 hours a day already, you are doing this job. Unpaid. Let's fix that. Bilingual? That's a paid skill on its own. Translation, localization, subtitling. Good at writing? Blog posts, email newsletters, product descriptions. All paid, all remote, all flexible around your class schedule. Let's talk real numbers, because I want you to see the ceiling here. There's an Etsy shop selling printable templates, over 34,000 sales at roughly $20 average. Do that math. That's north of $680,000 in lifetime revenue from digital products anyone could design in Canva. Now, a realistic student-level version of that same idea did almost 4,000 sales in a single year. That's over $50,000. From a dorm room. So how do you actually land your first client? 2 ways. Organic. Clients find you browsing platforms like Upwork, Fiverr, and LinkedIn. Or proactive, and this is the one that actually works fast. You cold message. My friend Marcus told me something I'll never forget. I relentlessly responded to job postings and sent cold pitches to every brand I came across. 95% of the time, I got ignored. But the 5% that responded is what built my entire client list. You only need one yes. And since I personally hire freelancers for my own channel, let me tell you exactly what makes someone stand out in a DM, because most people get this wrong. Follow the person first. Reference something specific about their work. Keep the pitch to 3 sentences. State exactly what you can do, and one example of it. That's it. Most people send, "Hey, I do editing, hire me," and get ignored instantly. Section 3. Start a business without going broke. At 17, I tried to start an inventory-based business. I bought stock up front, and I want to be honest with you, it did not sell out. Most people's first business doesn't. The only reason it looks like everyone succeeds is because the failures never post about it. If I could redo it, I would have started with print on demand instead. Here's why it's the smartest low-risk entry point for a student with zero capital. With a platform like Printify, your product only gets made after someone actually orders it. You upload a design, connect it to Etsy, Shopify, or TikTok Shop, and when a customer buys, the platform prints, packs, and ships it. You touch nothing. No inventory. No upfront cash. No trip to the post office between classes. I want to be real with you. I have family who runs a physical product business, and I've seen the packing and shipping chaos firsthand. As a student with an exam in 6 hours, you do not have time to be taping boxes at 2 a.m. Print on demand removes that entire problem. 3 free tools to actually build this today. Canva for your mock-ups and branding. Procreate if you want hand-drawn designs, worth every cent of the $13 one-time cost. And ChatGPT to write your product descriptions, SEO tags, and brand name ideas in minutes. This is genuinely one of the lowest effort, highest leverage side hustles that exists for a student right now, because it runs while you're sitting in lecture. Section 4. The method that actually made me. My first $10,000. Okay, this is the one. This is the section I told you to stick around for. Online tutoring, and specifically selling my notes, is how I personally crossed $10,000 as a student for the first time. Not theory. Not in progress. Already happened. Already in my bank history. Let's do tutoring first, because I know exactly what you are thinking. I'm not smart enough to tutor anyone. Wrong. My very first paying job was tutoring 7-year-olds. You do not need a PhD. You need to know a subject slightly better than someone else and be able to explain it clearly. Students genuinely prefer learning from someone a few steps ahead of them, not a genius who forgot what it's like to struggle. How do you get your first students? Warm connections. Tell your teachers. They know younger students who need help and will refer you directly. Message family and friends with one simple, forwardable message. Search local Facebook and community groups. Message the admins. Ask if self-promotion is allowed. And post there. And this part is critical. After your very first student, ask for a testimonial. That one sentence is what lets you raise your price later. I know a tutor. No fancy credentials. Just strong exam prep skills. Who charges $100 an hour today. She started by posting in local community groups. Her tutoring side hustle eventually turned into a business doing 7 figures a year. That started with one Facebook post. Now, selling notes. This is the one that's fastest to start, and it's how I personally made my first $10,000. Here's the exact process. I scanned my handwritten notes with a scanning app and paid the small fee to remove the watermark. It makes a massive difference in how professional it looks. Then I added my own watermark, because someone genuinely stole my notes once and resold them as their own. Protect your work. I uploaded everything to a restricted Google Drive folder. Then I went into student Facebook groups and offered free mini tutoring sessions in exchange for being allowed to promote my notes. I asked teachers to mention my notes to their younger students. At the time, my following online was under 1,000 people. It didn't matter. The notes sold anyway. If you want to scale this further, take your notes or study guides and turn them into an actual printed product using the same print-on-demand tools I mentioned earlier. There are nursing students and law students doing exactly this on Etsy right now with templates and study guides. One important note: always check your school's policy on note selling before you start. Some institutions restrict it. Don't skip this step. Section 5. Social media. Should you actually try it? I have to be honest with you here, even though it might sound strange coming from someone who makes YouTube videos for a living. I would not recommend social media as your first income source as a student. It's a long game, and the money is not guaranteed. My first ever payout took 6 months of consistent uploading, and that's actually considered fast in this industry. There are well over 100 million channels currently active, and less than 1% of them ever generate meaningful income. If you need money now, this is not your fastest path. But if you're doing it alongside school and a part-time income stream, purely as a long-term side project, that's different. Never drop your education or your stable income to chase this. Putting it all together. Build it in the gap. Your 30-day action plan. Here's how you stack these 5 methods into an actual plan, starting this week. Week 1. Pick one freelance skill you already have and post it on Fiverr or Upwork. Send 5 cold pitches a day. Week 2. Scan and organize your best class notes. Set up a restricted Drive folder. Post in 2 student groups offering free help in exchange for promotion. Week 3. Set up your print-on-demand shop. Upload 3 designs. Connect it to 1 sales channel. Week 4. Take your first testimonial from a tutoring client or note customer and use it to raise your price by 20%. That's it. That's the entire system stacked over 1 month, and it's exactly the order I built mine in. I'm not going to tell you this is easy, because it's not. I'm not going to tell you it's fast, because for most people it's not. But it is possible, because I did it while carrying a full course load. And if I could build this from a $47 bank account, you genuinely can too. If this video helped you, hit subscribe, because next week I'm breaking down exactly how much I made from each of these 5 methods this year, dollar for dollar. Drop a comment below with which method you're starting with first. I read every single one, and I want to see you back here in 30 days with your own update. I'll see you in the next video.